Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your weekend vibes. One card reading. Let's go ahead and get our card for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is for Aries. All right. Nice. We have a major arcana and it is the Strength card. Ooh, that's giving some vibes. All right, Aries. All right. So the energy of this card for the weekend. So you're holding it together. This is the Strength card, but barely, right? So the Strength card doesn't show up when things are easy, like for real. It shows up when you're being tested and you're being pushed and tested in ways that are forcing you to dig deep. I'm guiding you to stay composed and not react in ways that your rage wants you to. This is what the Strength card does. I see you biting your tongue. You may have to bite your tongue this weekend. I see you managing your emotions that may be threatening to spill over in the energy of the Strength card, and showing grace, please, in moments that don't deserve it. I want you to remember, as Cardinal Fire, this is going to be the opposite of what you do naturally, but remember, it's not about being passive with the Strength card. It's about choosing power over pride, right? Look at my pride is telling me, oh, hell no, you don't come in and do X, Y, and Z. But keep your power. The power is in the silence. And I know with people who are typically prone to react, it's hard to accept that. It's about the power of choosing your power over pride, right? You are exhausted. You're constantly having to be the bigger person. I struggle with this as well. It's funny. I was just telling the collective what that I resonated with their reading. And with me having Aries on my descendant, meaning that the people that know me the most see the Aries side of me. It is so hard and unbelievably exhausting trying to be the bigger person all the time. But I want to let you know that you're stronger now than you've ever been. I have to tell myself the exact same thing. You've earned every ounce of that control, Aries collective, even if no one sees the war going on behind that calm exterior. And I guess that's the story of all of our lives, right? So overall, please just stay the course and continue to remind yourself that there is power over choosing grace and being the bigger person than to choose what these circumstances may naturally want you to, or naturally bring out in you, which is your rage and your ability to let a person have it. Is one of those things that you've heard before I move on and transition into love, where it's don't give them the reaction that they want, okay? Tell yourself that and be like, I'm not even going to give it to you because that's what you want. If you maybe shift your focus into thinking that it can help you tremendously. Let's talk about love through the Strength card. So, like, this one is tricky because I feel like you've been quieting parts of yourself to keep peace. There is someone who definitely doesn't realize how close they are to possibly losing you, period. It's not because you don't care. It's because you're tired of carrying this shit. Like, you're tired of carrying what should be mutual, right? However, if you're single, you are going into a moment of clarity. You're done attracting people who don't see your fire. I'm sorry. You're done. No, this is the Strength card. You're done attracting people who does see your fire, but doesn't respect your softness. This is the reason why you're always showing the fire, because people automatically assume that as Cardinal Fire that you also can't be soft. Remember that bigger person thing that I told you in our general overall, right? I feel like you're calling in real love, Aries collective. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you do get pegged as being too selfish sometimes, or, you know, not wanting love, not craving love. You just have a way about, like all of the zodiac signs do, you just have a way about what you like to do in love. And I feel like right now You want to call in a more grounded love, and there's nothing wrong with that. And this weekend, I do see you walking away from anything that feels like it's wasting your emotional energy. So, if you are single, you are calling in a real grounded love, and if you are in a relationship, you're definitely on the verge of walking away from someone. Okay. Let's transition and shift over into money through the strength card. So, I feel like you may be holding yourself back from a bold move, of course, because you've been burned before. That makes sense. But I also see, your intuition through the strength card sharpening, right? You're no longer chasing every opportunity. Now you're watching, you're waiting, and you're calculating, which is what you've learned, which is awesome because you would chase every opportunity, but you've been burned. You're like, nope, nope, nope. Just like with love, you're craving a more grounded love. Just like in the overall, you are choosing to be the bigger person or having to remind yourself that the bigger person is exercising your power. In this particular situation and money, you've been burned, so you're trying to go toward more grounded opportunities, right? Strength here means restraints. And unfortunately, although it may be different from what you naturally are, the strength is in restraint, okay? You know that you can force things, but you're choosing alignment instead. And that patience that you're demonstrating, things are going to pay off for you, all right? Let's go into angel numbers to watch for before we wrap up. Single, triple, or quadruple 88. That's going to bring forth abundance behind the scenes. Don't question it just because it's not visible yet, okay? Triple, single, well, in this particular case, it wouldn't be a triple because it is a double. It's a double digit, the number 17. So if you see this in any combination, of 1-7, whether that be double like 17, triple, or quadruple, this is bringing an energy of trusting your instincts, right? Your inner compass is locked in, all right? And finally, 555. That is a very specific in that particular combination. This means that change is coming in fast. You've done your inner work, and now the outer world will follow. So in closing, Aries, this weekend, I see a softer kind of strength for you, the kind that doesn't need to prove itself. You're evolving. You're rising without rage. I love that. And you know what? That was a good one that came off the top. Even if no one claps for you, your spirit team is watching and they're always proud of you and who you are. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Aries, is always a pleasure. I'll see you in the next one.